Right, so now I'm going to try and show you a way of doing a workaround in Photoshop Elements to actually get the same peeled paint effect on wood that I've already shown on Photoshop. I'm having to demonstrate this on Photoshop obviously because I haven't got Photoshop Elements, but I have had it tested by a couple of people and it should work for you. So what I've got here, in my palettes here, I've got the wood paper, then I've just got two examples here that I can show you afterwards of how it works. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select the background paper and we're going to go to layer and duplicate layer. Okay, now we're going to switch that one off so you can't see it. So we've got this new layer that we've made here highlighted, and we're going to go to image, adjustments, hue and saturation. We're going to move the saturation bar all the way down to the bottom, moving it left all the way, and then press OK. We're then going to go to image, adjustments, brightness and contrast, and we're going to put the contrast all the way up to the very top, and we're going to move the brightness down so you get a bit more light and dark within that, and then press OK. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the magic wand tool, which is up here. Now if yours isn't showing as a magic wand, you may find it showing as this tool, which is a quick selection tool. Then you just right click on it and change it to magic wand. So now we're going to go over and we're going to go to a darkish part, although not a very dark part of the wood, and we're going to click on that. And you'll see all these marching ants coming up, showing you what's been selected. So we've got the tolerance set at 60 here. So obviously the lower the tolerance, the less pixels it will select, the higher, the more it will select. So once we've got all those dancing little ants, we're going to right click on a piece that's highlighted and then go to layer via cut. Okay, so if we now turn off the visual on this background thing, you can see now that what we've got is just certain parts of that we've selected. And as I say, if your tolerance is less than 60, you're going to see less than that. If it's more, then you're going to see more. So let's switch the background paper back on, the original. And now let's switch this paper on. And if we clip that paper to the new layer we've just created, you can see that it's showing as though it's been sanded off. Now what we can do then is we can change this layer to an overlay, which gives it an even more peeled effect. Maybe even just put a slight shadow on it so that it looks as though it's peeling off the wood. It works the same with a dark paper. Let's put that over the top. So this is with it on overlay, so it's blended into the background a bit more. If you just have this as normal, then you get a harsher effect. To me, overlay always looks better, but that's just personal taste. And again, you can switch the drop shadow on and off, but it just gives it a bit more texture with the drop shadow. So although this isn't exactly the same as Photoshop and doesn't give exactly the same effect, it still gives you a good way of making peeled paint on a wooden paper.